Hey, everybody. Um, Welcome in. And I don't know what's going on, so don't expect much here. But glad to have everybody here. And I brought a friend. So if it goes really sideways, she's going to save us all. Thank you, Tina.
You're welcome.
Hey, everybody in chat. We'll go ahead and start that up. We today green flag is not until 3 o'clock, so we got a little time. Got a few things we're going to talk about. Um, Thank you all for showing up. I am astounded that people are actually here for this. So here we go. Um, we'll say hey to the chat first and go from there. Does that sound good, Tina? Am I
That's
doing okay?
wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. So we got Tina McNeil in. Hey, Tina. Tina's neighbor. Riley Creative Travel. John Surf Bum. He's a big fan of Martin Truex Jr. and the number 19 Joe Gibbs Toyota Camry. Stevie Lee, Isaac Nail, hey, buddy. We got T. Marie's Places here. Yeah. And Mike Wheeler. What's up, Mike, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by, everybody. Julie C. Andrew LaFleur. I hope I pronounced that right. It's Joey's World. Joey rocks, everybody. Check out Joey.
Joey rocks.
Lisa, Keith, awesome people.
Mhm.
Awesome. So yeah, thanks everybody for dropping by. This is not going to be as pretty and as organized as a Pete Devitt football stream, so we've got lower standards. It's NASCAR. Um, just here to have some fun and ramble a little bit. Hey, Katrina. And I want to start out by talking about Pete a little bit. Um, we're going to be posting links throughout the race today for Pete. Pete's a big inspiration to me. That man is a rock star, and having some trouble right now. So I wanted to step up and do something sort of in honor of Pete. Pete does all the NFL streams, did the college football playoffs, and is all about enhancing their little Disney community family. And I just wanted to do something in honor of Pete. And so this is phase one. If you can help out Pete, that'd be awesome, outstanding. If you're not able to help out Pete, say a prayer and wish him well and send good thoughts his way. He could use that every single minute of the day. So we've heard from him a few times past few days, and it's so good to hear from him. But we need to keep supporting him, and we love you, Pete, and we're here for you. So yeah, please check out the links. He's already dropped the GoFundMe for Mouse Talk that he's working with. He's got shirts you can buy to support him. So yeah, we appreciate it. And yeah, anything you want to add to? Did I miss anything?
No, I think you got everything.
I got Tina's seal of approval, so there's step one.
Sounds
Hey,
right.
Kadoni, Sean, Jumbo, and my buddy Disney World freak Carlos. Carlos is the wild man, the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so um, we've got a lot going on with the Daytona 500. Um, track is dry. We have no rain right now. Radar looks clear. Unlike almost all other sports, except baseball sometimes. If it even starts to rain, then there's no race, or the race pauses. So right now we're all looking good, but we all know it's Florida. Being Disney fans, we know rain comes anytime. So we'll keep an eye on that and go from there. A lot of changes to the lineup today. With the Daytona 500, qualifying is done in a different process than any other race. Um, Last week we had the um, qualifying, which sets the pole and the second place car. um, the rest of the field is set by two races called the duels at Daytona. And first race will set up left side, second race set up right side. There was a couple of wrecks during the duels. If you are wrecked and you have to go to a backup car, you drop to the back of the field at the beginning of the race. So we've got several people that are dropping back from wrecks. A couple of big names. The number 2 car of Brad Keselowski, Chase Briscoe, who is in the 14 running for rookie this year. We've got Martin Truex Jr., who is dropping the back for an engine change. William Byron, who is driving the number 24 for Hendrick Motorsports. He was involved in a wreck. He was actually set to start on the outside of the front row and will drop to the back of the field. Um, Cole Custer in the 41, Ross Chastain in the 42 for Chip Ganassi. This is his first year in that car. He was involved, caught up in the wreck, and will go to the back. And then Eric Jones, who is in the number 43 for Richard Petty Motorsports, will go to the back because of an engine change as well. Bubba Wallace is another big name. Bubba had been with the 43 and Richard Petty. During the off season, Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan came together to form a team called 2311 Motorsports. And Bubba Wallace will be driving for them. He's dropping to the back of the field today. He failed pre-race inspection, and his crew chief was ejected for the race today. They were going back through inspection right now. If they fail a third time, they will have to do a pass-through penalty before the race. And I'm probably overwhelming everyone, so I'm sorry. Yes, I see your comment, Carlos. Denny Hamlin, if he wins today, will be the first driver to ever win 3 Daytona 500s in a row. No one has ever done that today, so he's pretty focused on that. And I'll kind of agree with you on part of that comment there, Carlos. Tracy Glenn, Kizzy Day's dad's in. Angela Minter. What's up? England, Portugal. Wow. I can't believe this. Wow. This is outstanding. Thank y'all for coming. So, Tina, you ever watched NASCAR before?
I have. One of my uncles is a huge NASCAR fan, and so I've seen races, but I don't. All I know is that they go around in a circle, and there's so many laps, and the first one to get to the finish line wins. But
There you go.
and I know there's like a pit check or something like that where they go and
Pit stops. Yeah.
pit stop. Yeah, pit stop. And what else do I know? I knew who Dale Earnhardt Jr. was, and Danica McKellar. No, not McKellar. That's the Winnie Cooper.
Patrick.
Thank you. Yeah, that's I think as far as I am gonna extend.
Hey, that's good. I don't know it all myself. Big fan, but don't know it all myself. So we're good.
Sweet.
Let's see. Go ahead. Let's do. And I'm sorry, y'all. This is my first time ever streaming, so I'm just trying to get everything set. I'm probably the only person that has ever never live streamed on their channel and decided to make a 4+ hour stream their first live stream. So if you're looking for a not smart person to start YouTube, I'm your boy. So,
I think that's a great idea. So, why not?
Yeah.
If you can't tackle a 4-hour stream for your first live stream,
Yeah. Come on.
You can't tackle an hour stream. I mean,
please.
Go big or go home.
That's right. But anyway, at least if I do it this way, then maybe a 30-minute stream will be cheesecake in the future. But you got to start somewhere, so why not? Thank you, Isaac. And I tell you, let's go.
Disney Trash Can. I love that name.
Oh my goodness, are they here?
Yes.
Oh,
Disney Trash Can. Amy came in. AGC Magic.
Rye Guy McDowell. So, switch over here. Now I know what it's like when Shep pauses in the middle of the stream to stop and do something. I just don't have a cool auto tuner to make noises for y'all. I'm sorry about that.
Just gonna say that you need the Shepticizer, as I call it.
Let's see. I have a loud keyboard. Sorry about that.
My computer again.
Wow. Tina is going to grace us with the national anthem coming up in 15 minutes.
No, she's not. No. No, I don't want to kill your stream.
Practicing earlier before the stream, and it sounded spectacular. Most moving production I've ever heard. So make sure you stick around at least for that.
No, she's not singing, Tracy. She's not. It's not televised, Chris.
So, yeah. I'm a little rusty this morning. A certain someone kept me up late last night with some. I can't say the word shenanigans because that's copyrighted by another individual. But yeah, he knows who he was and what he was responsible for. So, being the sound bites guy, I am full and well aware that there are people out there that are ready to get a few of me today. Let's go. So,
Fully anticipate it.
fully anticipating it.
And I will do my best to try to egg it on.
Yeah, I was expecting that as well. So, hey, Russ in the house. Russ may be joining us later. 3 o'clock, he has got Nerd Talk with Tracy Glenn and Kinsey Days and Dizar Green. And I scheduled this, and then I saw the thumbnail for Nerd Talk, and I was like, yes, Nerd Talk, I can't wait. And then I realized, yeah, I'll have to catch the replay of that, and I was kind of sad about that, but at least I'm here with all you fine folk. So, yeah, I'm sure Jeff is more than ready for some sound bites, Tracy.
Payback.
Yeah. So it's all right. I've got a whole file of Tracy too. So that's a good plan, Russ. Russ says he's going to have the race on mute while he's talking WandaVision.
Sweet.
That's good. So several big changes during the off season. One of the big ones was Kyle Larson is coming back. Kyle had been with Chip Ganassi Racing, driving the number 42 up until half of last year, and then he had a issue and was released from that organization. He was picked up before the start of this season by Hendrick Motorsports. He'll be driving the number 5 car. The rock star Jimmy Johnson, 7-time champ. Last year was his last season. He retired from full-time racing. Alex Bowman will move from the 88 to the 48 number starting this year or today. And several other storylines we'll probably touch on throughout the race. Cody, strive to do better. Stud. If you need personal training, Cody is the man. If you need inspiration, Cody is your Instagram man. That dude will pump you up to take on brick walls. Love you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Michael and Bella's Travel Channel. Thank you for sharing it out. Welcome in. I can't believe Tina. I was thinking earlier. I was like, we're going to go live, and it's going to be me and Tina and 4 people, but we're going to have fun. And yeah,
I fully anticipated a full house, Chris. So you know,
this is cool. Let's go here. We're going to. I've got the race up on one screen. I've also got the spotters for a couple of the teams in my ear, so kind of keep an ear out for any action, unexpected action, I should say. This is one of 2 super speedway races. This one in Talladega. Both of them have pretty unusual rules compared to all other tracks. The yellow line at the bottom of the track you cannot go underneath the yellow line at Daytona to pass. If you do, that's the penalty and out of bounds. Every other track, there's no issues with that, but not at the super speedway. Yeah, and these races they stay in packs. Usually they'll start out and we'll have 2 rows of racing. Sometimes it'll break into 3 rows if they can form up a third line. And then sometimes it'll stretch out into just a single file line for a few laps while they try to kind of calm nerves. But there's always the threat at this one because they are such confined pack. If there's a wreck, it will take out a lot of cars. So should be fun. Usually is. I am talking a lot, and I'm not used to talking a lot.
I have a question. So I'm looking at the pre-race, whatever you want to call this.
Yep.
And I'm seeing some players sitting at a computer. Are they in the cars, or are they doing like virtual driving? I'm confused.
So they do during practice, during the week, NASCAR and the manufacturers do have simulators for the drivers. Full, they'll have a full car rig set up and 360 screens that they will simulate driving. The car will bounce and everything just like the track. So they do that several times during the week to prepare for the track. They can also get information from that to set up the car to prepare for the track as well.
Okay.
And then when they're at track, they will go out and do practice laps, and when they come in, they will give the driver a iPad, and a lot of times they'll sit in the car and go over the analytics and stats from the practice laps as well. NASCAR is a lot different than it used to be years ago. It's onboard computers and analytics and everything, so it's high tech nowadays.
Gotcha.
Yeah, iRacing was a lot of iRacing last year during the shutdown. You're right, Andrew.
Oh, that's right.
So that's still a big part of NASCAR. The Coca-Cola sponsors the iRacing League, and a lot of your regular drivers will race in those as well. So anybody can race in iRacing, actually.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah. Aloha, Elena. Thanks for stopping in, for you.
I love that.
I do too.
It always transports me to like whatever native tongue that person is from, country or whatnot.
Yeah. I always just imagine, and I'm sorry, Elena, but every time you pop in and you say aloha, I just imagine Elena on a beach somewhere with little flowers and a drink and wave. Yeah. Or at least that's where I wish I was anyway. So
yeah.
Yeah.
What is this boogity thing that they're trying to make me say?
So yeah, Cody, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. Come on back. We'll be here a while. Boogity is Darrell Waltrip when he was one of the in booth commentators as they were coming to the green flag to start the race. would always yell, "Boogity, boogity, boogity, boys, let's go racing." And
Interesting.
everybody's waiting on you to yell that, Tina. When
Oh,
you can do it
sorry.
after you've seen the national anthem, will be fine.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Just hold that thought. I'll be right back. Gosh, don't know.
So,
That's a cracking me up.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like.
See, even Isaac wants you to yell it. So,
I, I'm good. I'm good, Isaac. I'm good. Thanks.
oh,
I don't think I could do the guy justice. Whoever started it, what it is.
yeah.
I would botch it and crash and burn. But
So Russ wants to know who our favorites to win are today, and I'm usually pretty decent at picking a race, except for Daytona and Talladega, simply because you never know what's going to happen. Uh, I would like to pick Chase Elliott, but Chase has a long history of not much luck in this race. Um, so we'll see how that goes. There are a lot of drivers in today's race that have raced for several years and come up with out a win, including Kyle Busch, who has won at Daytona but never won the Daytona 500. Um, so that'll be interesting to watch for, see how he performs. Angela Minta's got Kevin Happy Harvick. Uh, he texted me earlier and said Harvick or Newman. Um, I'm a big Kevin Harvick fan myself. Um, he's a lot of fun. One of my favorite drivers is no longer in the field. Clint Boyer retired last year, and Clint is just a crazy character. It was a lot of fun, and he'll be in the booth now. Um, so we've got some. Looks like drivers are out at their cars now, so we're getting close to time.
I'm looking at the player stats, and I just kind of feel really old right now.
Do what now?
The player stats, I'm trying to familiarize myself with the players, and it shows you their date of birth right when you click on their name, and I'm like, okay, I feel really old.
So we typically call them drivers and not players. But,
Okay, listen.
I was like, players. What's Tina watching?
Drivers, okay.
So yeah, there's.
I'm gonna put the R in there for you, okay? Driver.
NASCAR teams are made up of a lot of people. The driver being the main one, but you've got their car chief, who is basically like the in some ways the quarterback or the coach of the team, making all the calls. And yeah, coach is probably a better comparison. You've got their spotter. I'll be talking about the spotter some. Each driver has a spotter, typically positioned up on the roof of the broadcast complex over the track, that keeps an eye on the race for each driver. That is an extremely important position for these races, the super speedway races. Typically in a NASCAR, some drivers may have a side window, but because of the net and everything, it's hard to see out of a driver's side mirror like you normally would in a car. They do have one. It's usually only about that big. Um, and as far as a rear view mirror, some of them will have a bar going across the top, but with the head restraints and the what they call the Hans system, which is secures their neck and spine in the event of a wreck. They can't really turn their head a whole lot to see out of the mirrors or out of the side of the car like you
Right.
would a normal passenger car. So the spotter is basically their mirror, and we'll let them know when they are clear to pass or get in line, what cars are coming up on them. If they're in the middle of the track, they'll let them know who's on the each side of them, that sort of thing. So
Okay.
very critical position. Um,
I'm just looking at chat. Everyone's getting on my case on what saying plans. Well,
so
I said I like NASCAR. I didn't say I was an avid fan.
yep, Ginger sniped in here. That welcome in, Evan. That's
Oh,
the boy.
the Duck
I
Hudson.
can't believe my own son showed up. That's a first.
Nice. Hi, Evan.
Yeah, can't forget the pit crews. They are the guys that will change the tires and fill up a gas in 11 seconds. So,
Oh, so I made my pick. My pick is number 99.
number 99,
Daniel Suarez.
Daniel Suarez. That's a good one.
Yes. He looks like the actor from The Mandalorian, so that's why I picked him.
Yeah, Daniel's cool kid. He is a one of the first Mexican-born racers in NASCAR.
Yes.
He's with a new team starting this year. They have a strong alliance with Richard Childress Racing, and they have a very good shot today. They have a very strong car. So that's good. Way to go, Tina.
Oh, why not?
Yeah. Carlos says I'm delayed. Yes, Tracy Lamb, my son, is redheaded like his father. Yeah. So that is weird to see him in chat. Thank you, Evan.
Russ says, if he wins, you know she will never let us forget it, Chris. Yeah, exactly. So
we have a flyover by the it's the Thunderbirds that we're flying over today. So
I have the game on mute on the TV. I can't, so I'm gonna put it on the dish anywhere.
Tracy says you picked it because you like the color of the car.
Is it? This is what color is this car? How do you see what color his car is? Is it red, white, and blue?
I believe. Trying to remember who his sponsor is this race.
Okay, yeah, I see it. I fly. And I see it's like red, white, and blue. Yeah, I didn't even notice that, but yeah, I'm on board with that. I love patriotic colors.
That's a big part of NASCAR is the paint schemes.
Yeah.
For me, it is.
I dig it.
There's a lot of plain ones out there, but you can't turn down a good paint scheme. England, Portugal is going to go with a blue car. So that works. Hey, sounds good. We'll see you, Russ. Have fun on Nerd Talk. Tell everybody we said hey. And if you're into WandaVision, be sure to check out Nerd Talk with friends. Monarch Moments. Garrett in the house.
Hey, Garrett.
Garrett and Michelle. Hello, everybody. I signed off with Shep last night, and Monarch Moments was live at 3:30 in the morning.
I just gone to bed too.
So
I mean, I was up, but I wasn't up, so I didn't see a notification.
yeah. Tracy Glenn going to jump out for one division too. Yep, of course. Appreciate it, Tracy.
I did. I'm not going to spoil it. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll go and type it in their chat over there in a second. Just. We'll just say that I've enjoyed the other theme songs better. So.
We're getting close. We've had the invocation and the national anthem, and so right now drivers will be buckling in, putting the wheels on, and getting ready to strap on the net.
Sweet.
So
Sounds good. Yeah, I have commercials on my end. So.
yep. Carlos watched Age of Ultron last night. Look at Carlos catching up on movies.
So he's climbing up there.
He is.
Doing his homework.
That's cool, buddy. Hey, Tim Ripple. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by.
What's up?
Katrina's out driving around. Just don't pretend you're a NASCAR driver, Katrina. Take your time.
Yeah. Right.
Bill Steffens asking where this and that is. I'm not sure. They part of this and that was up late last night, so they may be sleeping in today.
Oh, it's 3:00. I bet they're all up now. One of them particularly doesn't get much sleep anyhow. So.
Yeah, Zip.
Oh, two of them then. I forgot Zip. Yeah, that's right.
With the baby, it's probably up.
Yep.
Often than not.
Steve doesn't sleep much. And apparently Shep doesn't sleep much either because, 3 a.m. streams or 2 a.m., whatever time it was.
Yeah. But that was good. There was so many great streamers last night. Mouse Talk was live. Kelly Myers and the Mouse was live. They had it was so good to see them all day yesterday in the park and getting to enjoy being Florida residents now a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
Living in Diz was live last night. It was a big day, and of course Resort TV won. It was Friday. Or no, it was Saturday.
Yeah. Desert Dream went live.
Yeah, Desert Dream was there. It was a great day of streaming. Yeah, we were, Ryan. We were still going at 2 a.m.
We were waiting for you to pop in, Ryan.
Yeah.
I was like, Ryan's got to pop in.
Yeah. We have fired engines at the Daytona 500.
Is that Pitbull?
This,
well, they are not socially distanced.
yeah, the teams, they kind of create a bubble for each of the teams, but yeah.
I could care less. You do what you want to do. It's your own thing. I'm not on anyone's case for whatever they do. I'm just joking. It's interesting though. Pitbull. I was expecting him to sing or something, and he just yelled out something.
Yeah, so Pitbull joined. He's now part owner of one of the teams as well now.
Oh wow!
We got,
That's cool.
they announced that a couple of weeks ago. He is part owner in Daniel Suarez's actually car.
Mommy. Cool.
So, Elena asked how many hours the race normally runs. For typical race, you're looking 2.5 to 3.5 hours. Daytona 500, depending on the action and the wrecks, sometimes can go 4.5. If there's rain, like I said earlier, uh, NASCAR will pause the race, go into what they call red flag, which is where all the cars will come to pit road, stop, they'll cover the cars, and they will wait out the rain. Typically, with the Daytona 500, I have seen them go as late as 2 a.m. To try to get the race complete. Um, if we do hit a rain delay today, depending on how everything's going, we'll hang out and chat a little bit, but I'm not going to hold everyone here for hours. So um, we're just here to have fun. So um, that's right, Carlos. Today it's the 20th anniversary of Dale and number 3. There will be they will honor him during the track. I saw today as well. During the race today. So probably I'm figuring on lap number 3 that we'll do something to honor Dale. There are fans in the stands at Daytona. With as large as a seating venue as that is, they're socially distancing everyone, and it is a smaller number than can be held there, of course. But they do have fans in there. What is it?
Check this.
What am I missing?
Meg.
Oh, Meg. Hey, Meg.
Oh, hey Meg. I can't wait to see what you collect.
Yeah. Welcome in, Meg. Meg, you're making me all hot and red, so there you go. Oh man. Maybe we need to bring Meg into one of these streams one day. So yeah, let Meg call some NASCAR. Wow. Anyway, now I have to watch what I'm saying. So thank you, Meg.
The pressure's on.
All right, so we're out. We will be doing warm-up laps.
How many?
Typically, they will do about 3 warm-up laps before they will take the green. It gives NASCAR a chance to check the track surface, make sure there's no debris or anything there. They will have to clean up pit road to get all of the pre-race equipment off of pit road as well, and get everyone in place there. So thank you, Tina McNeil. I appreciate that. And thanks, Meg. Appreciate the joking. I told Tina earlier that I'm sure there'll be more than enough opportunities here, and yeah, I'll try to make everyone proud. So, Yeah, well, I wouldn't blame Meg either. So
Totally justifiable.
she may be running her recording devices with her toes. You never know. So
Oh no. You know, I feel so guilty about that clip because that was on my stream when she
it
said that.
was
And I
on
was
your
like,
stream.
oh no, Meg, I'm so sorry. It was like, I knew you were going to clip it. I just knew it.
She when she said it, she just leaned in and said it so innocently, and I was like, yes, I have to have that. I'm sorry. So
Like it was like it was the most normal thing in the world, and I
it was.
loved every bit of it. It's great. Oh, there's an M&M car.
That is Kyle Busch, and the M&M car they call Kyle the Candyman. They also call Kyle several other things, but I can't repeat those on stream.
Oh, okay. That's that's wonderful. Oh boy.
Oh. Right now we're going through the rundown. They'll also take this time for those cars that I mentioned that have to drop to the back of the field, will fall out of the line and drop to the back of the pack. Um, Sometimes in a Daytona race, it's not as a bad of a position to drop to the back of the pack because every once in a while you will see drivers do that intentionally. Um, if there's a lot of movement up front and it starts to get really dicey, um, a lot of crazy moves, uh, some teams will drop to the back and just try to ride it out until it calms down, and then they'll start making their way forward again. So it's with the draft, it's not as hard to pass sometimes, unless you get way gapped out, and we'll talk about that if that happens. But yeah, so
Ooh, 51 looks like a superhero, like a comic
um,
strip guy
Cody
thing.
Ware, Cody Ware in the number 51.
Yeah, they showed his uniform. So it's really interesting. Wait, I heard Massachusetts. What about Massachusetts? So I have FS1 on my TV, and I have on my browser on the Dish Anywhere app. I think WNAC channel. I don't know what that is. I don't know, but I have it open. So I see two different viewings, obviously, because they're two different networks. So it's interesting.
Looks like and
So after this race, are there other races, or is this the big finale thing?
unlike unlike the NFL, they call this NASCAR Super Bowl. It's kind of one of the biggest races of their season, or the biggest race of the season. But this is really the first race of the season for NASCAR. Next week, we've got sort of a adjusted season because of COVID again this year,
Mm-hmm.
and I do believe we're getting ready to come to green here.
Cool.
Next week, typically for past several years, the second race of the season would move to Atlanta Motor Speedway because of COVID and everything. This year, the next race will still be at Daytona. They will be running um, the road course that they use for the Rolex 24 at Daytona, which is a hybrid of the standard oval that we'll be on today and an infield road course. Um, so mixing it up a little bit this year.
Wow.
So, and the NASCAR season will run from today to the the 1st of November. Longest sport season in the country.
Wow. I've always wanted to get into NASCAR, but like more than what, I would watch. And now I think I might, since I'm catching the beginning. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you actually get to attend a race, you will be a NASCAR fan for life. There's nothing like being in the stands and actually feeling the cars go by. It's amazing.
Well, I've been to race. I've been to a race before. We'll say back in my husband's hometown at their speedway, and it was enjoyable. I enjoyed it, so I thought it was pretty cool.
I've heard from a lot of people that are not NASCAR or not racing fans, but they will get a ticket from somebody or go with a friend, and they become lifelong fans at that point. I mean, it's
yeah. Carlos knows what I'm talking about, the Seacon Speedway.
Yeah. Short track race is fun. Tim mentioned Bristol. That's one of the shortest tracks in the season, and will be a dirt track this year. They're covering that track in dirt for the first time. NASCAR will go on dirt. So here we come to the green flag.
So who was? Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm just going to ask, who was the big winner last year?
Who was the big winner?
Yeah, like
Chase Elliott won the championship, the season championship. Denny Hamilton won this race last year.
Okay.
And boogity, 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 we are racing.
Thank you, because I didn't want to do that.
I knew that's why you were asking questions. So here we go. Let's see. We are right now. They're kind of sorting out. It looks like we still got Alex Bowman in the 48 has made it to the front, and he's being pushed by Kevin Harvick in the number 4. The first few are kind of getting a little separated in single file. That second inside line, if they can form up, can pull back up there beside them. Aerodynamics play a lot in this race, and you may see when they hit the straightaway, the car on the inside will sweep up almost touching door to bumper on the opposite car on the outside to try and side draft is what they call that.
So I'm just trying to figure out, how do they get in front of, like, how do you edge in front of someone? Because the track looks so tight.
It is tight, especially in the turns because of where the racing grooves are. Typically, you don't want to go much higher than about mid-track in the turns. If you get too high, they're up there what they call marbles. It's basically broken off pieces of tire that will accumulate at the top of the track, and it's like driving on marbles. You can spin out really easy if you get too high. The super speedways, like I was saying with drafting, is the big thing here. You're going to have to, in order to pass, have a strong line nose to tail, like that inside line is now deformed. You can get a solid push and be rocketed out to the front, but if you get too big of a gap, and we've got a car already in the wall, in Derek Cope in the number 15, so we're under caution. If you get too big of a gap, it can be as bad as falling to the back. They will pass you quickly. if you get too far out in front. And um, we got tire pieces all over the track, so they will keep us under caution for a lap or two here while they clean up the track and get all the debris.
So they're slowing down, or are they slowed down?
They will slow down under caution. They slow down to 55 miles an hour.
That's slow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the fastest they can get up to?
At Daytona, they will top speeds of 200, a little over 200.
Okay, I was not expecting you to say that. I was thinking maybe like 112, 120.
And the funny thing is, a lot of times your fastest car will not be the car in the lead. Sometimes it'll be the fastest lap time will be someone in the middle of the pack that is got a good draft off of cars around them. So, yeah. The race will be broken up into three portions. NASCAR a couple of years ago started a stage process. So the first stage and second stage are 65 laps. The final stage will be 75. After the end of each stage, they'll throw a caution like they're doing right now, and the lead car at each of the stages and the top 10 cars will get bonus points towards the season championship as well. So that's always, you see a lot of movement close to the end of the stages, and those bonus points play big into the season long run.
Gotcha.
And yeah, Katrina says if they crash, they'll be okay. The cars are really safe. They are nowadays, especially after Dale Earnhardt. There was a ton of advancement, not just in the cars, but on the tracks. The outside wall at most of the tracks used to be just a concrete wall. Now we've got what they call a safer barrier. It's basically a metal aluminum a wall that is supported by large styrofoam blocks in between it and the concrete wall to help absorb the impacts.
That's good.
So,
good to know.
Yeah.
Captain Akron, welcome in.
Yeah, Mike, I appreciate that. If you'll keep an eye on that weather for me. You're the man down that way, so you'd probably know really well.
I will be right back.
All right. Yep, Andrew, 65, 70 segments. Top 10 in each of the first two stages get points going from 10 to first. Yep. Bonus point for the first place. There's a lot that plays into NASCAR races. I know everybody says that it's just cars turning left, but there's a lot that plays into the game, if you will, throughout the race to determine that. A lot of drama. And there's so many different things that can impact a team's day, from the crew on pit road to someone being in the bad spot at the wrong time and getting taken out. It happens at every one of these super speedways. So, yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, Mike says that the winds are kicking up. They were just showing a picture of the flag at the track, and it looked like it was picking up a little bit there from what I was seeing earlier in the broadcast. I did see a radar earlier today that looked like um, there could be some rain headed that way a little later this afternoon. So yeah, I appreciate that, Mike. The heads up. Um, yeah, Andrew, they are athletes now to hold their bladder for 3.5 hours, 3+ hours. Um, I think Jimmy Johnson did a lot towards that in advancing the whole athletic approach to being a driver with his um, moving towards the marathons, riding a bike. He got a lot of the drivers into doing that sort of stuff. Matt Kenseth, a former driver, and a lot of the current ones now run a lot of marathons outside of NASCAR. And it's really advanced how they approach race days now with heart monitors and everything else for the drivers. Welcome back.
Thanks. I needed to go back, Jason, to make me some popcorn.
There you go.
Because I was smelling it. He made it for the kids.
Popcorn's a good go-to snack for race day.
Mm-hmm.
I was always a big fan of chips and dip, whether it was potato chips and ranch or nachos and salsa.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and nothing like a good cold Coca-Cola. Hashtag non-sponsor. So, hashtag I got no sponsors, but
Someday.
yep. And we're coming back to green. So you were just in time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Ryan Newman is in the number 6, and he is up to the front. Ryan, last year at the Daytona 500, everyone may remember seeing him on the even national news at the end of the race. He was involved in a truly horrific wreck that bit his car in the middle when he was hit by another car. Ryan was in the hospital for a few days and came back to race the rest of the season after a month or so out. But he's usually a really good speedway racer. Um, they call him the Rocket Man. So, and he actually has a engineering degree from Pitt, I believe. So, yeah, Angela said she remembered when they studied how much weight they can lose during a race. Yeah, during the hot ones, when they come back to Daytona in the summer, there were several of the drivers during a hot day that would lose multiple pounds during a race just from fluids. So appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, Kadani Sean asked if they were using restrictor plates. They are not using. So a restrictor plate is a piece that goes on the top of the motor, and it lowers the amount of air allowed to get in to uh, basically burn the gasoline higher and make it faster. It's aimed to try to slow down the cars They don't use a restrictor plate now with the new 2020 setup that they're using. This is the last year of these generation cars that we will see. Next year, NASCAR is going to a whole new generation car from all of the manufacturers. It'll be drastically different. Fun fact, these cars, the rear end of these cars are based on a 1955 Chevy pickup, and the front half of the car is based on a 1956 Chevy Impala. So not a lot of advancement as far as the suspension and all in the cars. Their understanding of it has advanced a lot, but the basic metal work is has not changed a lot. And next year they're totally revolutionizing the way they approach the stock car. So we've got a third line that's trying to form, but they're dropping back because they're just not organized right now. And that top line is still seeing some good momentum at the moment. There they are side drafting a little bit, Tina, coming off that turn. They will do that to try to get that air coming off the nose of the car that is behind to go up and onto the spoiler of the car in front. It'll create sort of a suction effect and draw that lead car back further so that they can advance more throughout the pack. So don't try that when you're on the interstate, though, Tina.
Okay.
Katrina, I don't put peanuts inside my Coca-Cola. I'm allergic.
Wait, what?
Katrina was asking about putting peanuts inside of a Coca-Cola.
But why?
You never heard of that?
No.
I'm allergic to peanuts. We'll have snack chat now. And we've got a wreck, and it's a big one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's like.
That's what happens at Daytona. So it looked like the 48 and the car behind him possibly weren't in a good alignment, and it got one of them loose and wiped out. Looks like a good 12 cars here. There's
number 18, actually.
Tyler Reddick. There's number 7, Jamie McDurry, number 10, Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch in the number 1, the 21 of Matt DiBenedetto. Several of these cars will not be able to be continued. We've got the 24 of William Byron, the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. These are some big cars that could have won this race today. Ryan Newman is climbing out of his car. When you cannot continue, the driver will put down the net to signal to the track crew that they are okay. And it looks like most of all the drivers are climbing out of their cars, which is a really good sign. Let's see what we can tell from the replay. It looks like Eric Almirola on the inside and Alex Bowman in the 48 on the outside. And this was right at the very front of the field. Yeah, so the 20, Christopher Vale gave a push to the number 10 of Eric Almirola, and it looks like these cars you have to be centered just right to initiate a bump. If it's off center slightly, it'll spin that car in front out cleanly, and that looks to be what happened just from the initial look that I'm seeing here. Yeah, he went straight up and took the 48 out. I was listening to Jeff Gordon's talk on and Clint Boyer on one of the
Oh,
broadcasts the other day, and these bumpers are very sensitive as far as how you line them up.
but they're race cars. They're prone to accidents. Why don't they make them? They can't make them heavier because the lighter you are, the faster you go, right?
Right, right.
Okay.
So each underneath that front nose, the actual bumper is different on the three manufacturers, and some people say that the Fords link up better nose to tail than the Chevrolets and the Camaro and the Toyota Camrys. But when you mix the manufacturers, sometimes because the bumpers are not aligned perfectly, that it can hit a hit to one car may affect it differently than a hit to a different manufacturer.
Yeah.
Um, but it looked like maybe just Christopher Bell and
Mm.
might have had a cut tire too, the way they're showing that previous incident. Um,
So, has there ever been a race where there's never been a crash?
there has been, and it was an extremely boring race. I
Okay,
don't say
it's
that because
possible.
I like wrecks, but there were sometimes in a race you need a caution to bunch the field up and to give a little bit of that drama that everybody loves. When there is no cautions, the field will space out so widely that it just becomes, as people say, cars going in circles, and there's no real drama to it. So um, they've played with the Daytona packages and the Talladega packages before to try to space it out more to prevent the big one, like what we just saw. But it doesn't produce good racing for the cars. So it's kind of a fine line that we walk on. But
Yeah.
it's not unusual to see the end of one of this race or Talladega in with 10 cars and on the track in the lead. So um, yeah, fun stuff
So,
for us, not for the drivers.
yeah, I guess so. Mike says that crash put a big hold on the race. So, will they go back from start now, or will they continue from the lap that they were already on?
So that while they're under caution, they still count laps.
Yeah.
The only time they don't count laps is if they go to a red flag where they stop the cars, of course. So they'll still continue to count laps during these kind of pace lap fields. Um, Teams can still work on their cars. Teams have a clock for the amount of time they can work on their car, though, in the pits. I believe they have 5 minutes to fix the car, and then they have to come out and they have to reach minimum track speed, um, so that they're not a risk to the other cars being too slow. If they cannot meet that minimum speed requirement, NASCAR will pit them or make them park for the day and take them off the track.
Gotcha.
Uh, if the car cannot be repaired on pit road and they were involved in a wreck, they will have to take it behind the wall and they can't come back out and continue the race at that point as well.
Okay.
Because points are so important as far as the finishing position. If they can meet that minimum speed, cars will continue even though they have no chance to win the race. Because even if you pick up a few spots, it's more points for you at the end of the day than the person that's dead last. So,
Okay.
um,
See, I know nothing. I'm sorry I'm asking so many questions.
no,
I'm
that's
curious.
that's what we're all about here. So, um, Yeah, Andrew was. You were asking about a race with no cautions. Andrew mentions New Hampshire a year or two ago. Jeff Burton led all 300 laps of that race, and that was a terrible race. Not because I love Jeff Burton, but it was just there was no drama at all there. Um,
Yeah,
Tim says now we got lightning in the area. If there is lightning, they will also park the cars
gotcha,
as well.
gotcha.
So
True.
Katrina
That's
says his top three were involved in that, and I can understand that there were a lot of good cars involved in that. So,
Hmm.
um, man, they have cameras all over the cars, so it's wild to see some of the replays
Mhm.
and how violent some of these hits are. The 24 looks like he actually went airborne for a moment there as well, sideways.
Man. Yeah, the number 6 cam that they showed from the inside, I was like,
Yeah,
oh my goodness. And one of them got set on fire.
yeah. They do have
Oh,
onboard fire suppression systems on the cars as well. There's a lever that the driver can pull that'll shoot out um, flame retardant inside of the motor bay
yeah,
of the cars. Um,
that's great.
and they do have a temp gauge inside of Jamie McMurray's car, and it's showing it was up to 142 inside that car. So we get some pretty hot temperatures inside the cars.
Um, hmm.
No, I believe that's maybe his.
But you really got to have a passion for this sport because
Yeah,
it is so easy to get taken out or get hurt. It looks like that. I don't know. You'd have to have all the dedication in the world and passion for it.
yeah. Well, it's definitely a. I don't know anybody really that does this that would call this their job. Uh,
Mhm.
you have to have a passion and a desire for it, and the family of these drivers really have to as well. I mean, it's
Yeah.
every time I see a wreck like that, I always think about the family that's sitting in the motor home or sitting at home watching
Mhm.
that as well. Um,
Jeff Gordon. I know who he is.
yeah,
He's another one I know.
yeah.
So he retired.
He did retire a couple of years ago. Jeff is still an integral part, though, of sport, not just as a broadcaster now, but he is also a part owner in Hendrick Motorsports with Rick Hendrick. Um,
Gotcha.
so he's still very involved in the sport. Um,
Hmm.
Andrew says the cars have data recorder boxes in there too now. They do. They a few years ago they introduced EFI electronic fuel injection into these cars, which brought on a whole lot of. Uh, Bubba Wallace was wrecked in that too. In his first race with the Michael Jordan team.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, they can hook up a laptop to these cars and find out exactly what was going on with the car from tires and everything now. Um, And a lot of that information is shared across all teams as well, so that one team can get their team set up for their car, but it doesn't always help another driver because each driver looks for something different in the feel of their car, basically. Um, Brittany Mogan, hey, Brittany. She misses Junior and Ricky Rudd. Those were her favorite drivers. Yeah. I was a big Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan. Um,
So there was Dale, and then hold on one second. Dale, and then Dale Earnhardt Jr. And Dale Sr. is the one that died in the crash, right?
right.
So his son doesn't race anymore? Is he still?
Dale Jr. retired. Dale Jr. had a few nasty wrecks throughout his career and missed most of season a couple years ago due to concussions, and he retired because of that. His doctors informed him if he had another one that it could have life-changing effects for him. So, yeah.
That's so fun. Sorry, I'm chilly, and so I was trying to get my heating pad. Okay.
John Surfbone was a Cale Yarborough fan. Cale was hard-nosed. I liked Cale back in the day.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I grew up, so I have two cousins that are like first cousins, and they're both boys, and their father was really big into NASCAR, and so we were over there all the time, and so the race would always be on. There'd be NASCAR discussion and everything, but I was young, so I didn't really know much about it. I just knew what I saw, and that was about it. So, but I just thought it was cool because you sit around, you have a few beers, snacks, and you watch the race. So, yeah. And he was a big Dale Earnhardt fan. That's his guy, and Junior. So
yeah. Junior was you didn't know a lot about Junior other than who he was for several years of his career. He lived so much in the shadow of his daddy that it wasn't until the last few years of his career that he really started coming out and showing his personality more. And he is a great follow on Twitter. Hilarious. But he started doing that, and Ryan Newman trying to help out a teammate. That's not the driver. That's pretty cool. But Dale Jr. he owns a Xfinity, which is the next tier down racing team, and fields 4 cars in that. He also does commentating for NBC for NASCAR, and he has a podcast. If any of you ever listen to any podcasts, I highly recommend the Dale Jr. download. He interviews a lot of the old school racers. He's big into trying to find out more about his dad and learn more about his experiences and that sort of thing. It's a lot of fun. It's the Dale Jr. download's a great listen each week. So Ernie Irvan, another good driver back in the day. Yeah. Purple says he's an Alex Bowman fan. Alex Bowman took over for Dale Jr. when he retired. But yeah, he was involved in that wreck today too. So, Andrew asked if anybody remembers Harry Gant, Ken Schrader, Davey Allison, and Alan Kulwicki. Those are some old school racers. So Alan Kowicki invented the Polish victory lap. He would, when he won, Tina, he would turn around and drive slow in reverse around the track to wave at the fans, and he called it Polish victory lap. And a lot of drivers still do that today after him. So, yeah. Yeah, Brittany says Dale Jr.'s, if I'd ever seen Dale Jr.'s house. I haven't seen his house, but Dale Jr. has a whole little town out in the woods on his property that he's built uh, that looks like an old West town. Um, he has a bar out there and all sorts of old buildings that he's erected that are pretty cool. But out in his woods, he's taken old wrecked cars, NASCARs, and they're just cars all over his property that he just takes and parks out in the woods in the graveyard. So he's a big collector. And it looks like we got some rain headed towards the track as well. And there's lightning for sure.
I like those clouds.
We may be with them red flagged because of the wreck for the cleanup. We may be red flagged a little while longer with the weather conditions here. Next week, check out Mouse Talk on the 21st. Walt and Melissa are raising money for Pete. And Walt has issued a challenge. There's my sweet Kelly, the Mickey Bunch, my third favorite redhead. As Kelly would say. And I can't do it as good as you, Kelly, so there you go, hon. But yeah, Walt and Melissa at Mouse Talk next week are Walt is deathly afraid of heights from what I've learned and observed. And he's going to be riding the Tower of Terror, which he is not a fan of, to say the least. He said that if he could raise $1,000 for Pete, he would ride it once. If he could raise $2,000, he would ride it twice. Am I correct, Tina? And then if he gets 1,000 people in the chat, he will ride it a third time.
Yes.
So there will be a race next Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to cover that one or not, because I really want to get a lot of attention out there for Pete, and I think that's a great thing that Walt's doing next Sunday. So keep an ear out, and I'll try and let you know what the plans are after today. This was really kind of a trial for me. I wanted to see how it would go. I was nervous as heck, as Tina knows, about doing it, because I've never really hit that. Well, I hit the live button one time, but that was at like 3 a.m. and nobody was there, so I don't count that at all. But yeah, so I hope this would go well. But thank you, Andrew. And Mary, hey Mary, why Mary? Thanks for coming in, Mary. So I try. Katrina says I do good on lives. I try, Katrina, but I'm not the main attraction on lives. I'm just the guy that's kind of sitting there and cracking the jokes. So this is a little bit different. But
some would call that the main attraction.
Yeah. So, Kay Atwood is in. Hey, Kay. Kay's my neighbor a few counties over. Probably enjoying a little bit of the rain we're getting here as well. So, but yeah, next Sunday, Mouse Talk on the 21st. Uh, what you got up this week, Tina, while we're waiting to see what's going to be here?
What do I have coming this week? Tonight I will be on with Miss Kelly from the Mickey Bunch on Spilling the Disney Tea. We're doing Galentine's Day special.
I'm going to watch that. I'm not a gal, but I'm going to watch that.
and then Tuesday, 3 p.m., book club, James Bond. And Wednesday, 5 p.m., we're going to be crafting Disney. And I will have a special fundraiser that I am doing for Pete announced on that stream. So yeah, in fact, I might even put the links in the description and say something about it on Tuesday's book club, for Stack Book Club. So
Yeah.
just to get the ball rolling.
Cool.
But yeah, that's it. That's what I'm up to.
So, are you having to since you are somewhat ahead of everyone, Tina? Are you having to reread before book club to remember what happens way back on these chapters that the rest of us are on?
No, because it's also vivid in my mind. And we're on 15, 16, and no, we're on 13, 14, and 15, right?
No,
12, 13, and 14.
No, we did 14 last week.
That's right. 15, 16, and 17. This is what happens when you read ahead and you're a bad girl. Sorry. 15, 16. That's right. How can I forget chapter 14? It's all Tracy
Please,
wanted
that's
to
what I
talk
was
about.
thinking. That's what I was thinking.
15, 16, and 17. And I'm actually run ahead to chapter 22. But I stopped myself. I'm going to wait for everyone else to catch up so that I can experience the last couple of chapters with you guys. So, yeah.
You can admit it. You just wanted an excuse to read chapter 14 again.
No, I actually haven't got back to it. Jason's like, so Jason, for those who don't know, is my husband.
Flipper.
And he's like, what is so naughty about this book? And I'm like, did you read chapter 4 and chapter 14? And he goes, yeah. He goes, here I am thinking you're reading a smut novel, and this is pretty good stuff. And I was like, well, I mean, it's not that bad. It's like rated R. It's like PG-13. He's like, yeah, it's nothing. Okay. So yeah, he's not impressed with the scenes. Look on him.
Kelly says she's about a mile south of the speedway. Is it raining there, Kelly?
Awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's a huge track right off of the interstate too. It's every time when we go to Disney World, we drive, and we go down 95, and when I get to Daytona, I know I'm getting close to Disney World. I'm getting close to cutting across on Interstate 4. So
yeah, we drive down. So I take photos. So I took a photo of the big Daytona sign.
yeah,
and I was like, and that just gives you the feels because it's like we're close, and I love it.
I've always wanted to stop at Daytona. They have a museum and all there, and I've always wanted to stop. But every time I get there, I'm so anxious to get on to Disney World that I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
And then on the way home, I always want to stop, and the family's like, "Can we just go home?" And I'm like, "Come on." Someday I'm going to make them stop whether they want to or not.
There you go. I am Dad. Hear me roar.
Yep. There you go. So,
That's awesome.
yep, we got cars covered with rain and Pit road looks good and wet right now.
Yeah. Is this going to be a passing storm, or is this going to be?
Let me pull up the radar. They haven't said. I've got the radio broadcast in my ear, but they haven't said a time yet. Let me see what I can find for a moment. Sorry for the delay, everybody. It looks like it's a fast-moving sail, but it is a pretty large one. There's a main one that's coming up on the track right now with some lightning, and then there's a second one behind it following that path. NASCAR has got the track dryers out. They have a system called the Air Titan, and basically it's a big air squeegee that drives around the track in about 5 trucks. Sort of like a pressure washer, but with air just blasting the water off of the track. So, and then they do use still the jet dryers, which are basically a jet engine pulled by a truck, blasting hot air at the track too. So, can't believe people showed up for this. I can't get over that. Thank y'all so much for being here. So there's
So, fun fact, they have the replays of the Dale Earnhardt crash on YouTube, and I'm able to go and peek, and I'm going to stop myself because that looks really emotional, and I'll save that for later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just listening. They're saying there is some rain there. The heaviest of it is north of the track, so they're hoping to keep from what they call losing the track. NASCAR people call it lost the track when it's completely rain soaked.
Okay.
So they're trying to keep it as dry as possible, but it is still raining, and there's another cell that could bring more. So we may be looking at a little bit of a delay here.
So,
go ahead.
Were those trucks drying the track? Is that what
they are? Yeah.
I saw? Okay.
Yeah. If it's a light rain, they can dry it really quickly and be back out racing soon. If they lose the track and have to kind of basically start over, it can take an hour or two. Yeah, so we're 15 laps in and under red, and they're saying that it's raining pretty hard at the moment. So, yeah. Here's a plan I hadn't really planned for, Tina. I didn't foresee this happening 15 laps into my first live stream. So
very unpredictable. But hey, we're here. We're chatting.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
So. Brittany says she's been in Daytona many times.
Nice.
A lot of people go to Daytona, but it's usually more for like spring break. So, yeah, Andrew says it looks like they lost the track. In the video I was seeing just a second ago, I would agree with that. It looks pretty well coated right now with the amount of rain coming down.
Mm-hmm.
If you would, Tina, go ahead and drop those links for the Pete again for me.
Oh, that's right. I only got as far as the GoFundMe thing.
Okay.
I'll drop it again. All right. I got really into NASCAR and I forgot to mod. I wasn't expecting that.
Sorry for making you do double duty.
No, you're fine. I have 3 kids. If I can't multitask, then I don't know what.
Tina McNeil put in there too. If send a card or note to Pete's family and their address. That's a huge thing. We've been talking a lot. I was thinking about that last night on Shep's stream. We've been talking a lot about praying for Pete and the donations and everything. But if you can send a card or a note or something to Pete and the family, Pete always says that's a huge thing for Preston. It means so much to Preston. And being the child of a parent that has had medical issues recently, I know the effect that it can have on the family. And if you can send something, just a simple card or anything to the family and to Preston, that would be outstanding. I'm not saying don't do the other stuff, but yeah, that I think Preston needs a lot as well as the rest of the family right now too. So don't want to forget that. Thank you for that, Tina.
Welcome.
Thank
you, Tina. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, Tina, too.
Weird.
So, oh man. One day I got to figure out how to get rid of this black background. I'll give y'all a pretty picture. I like how Carlos, who was in here earlier, will have like his family back there, but usually it's just like legs sticking below people's pictures. So I may have to figure out how to give us a background picture instead of just black. But yeah, so yeah. You got snow today, Tina?
No, it's coming though.
Is it?
It's supposed to be. I think it's like early in like the night. It's supposed to hit us. It's supposed to be a good amount too.
How much are they expecting?
I don't know. I haven't seen that yet.
You still got some from the last go around too.
So the thing about up here is that I'm checking the channel now. What's weather.com. The thing about up here is that the snow, it doesn't go away unless we have like a really big meltdown. And then, like last weekend we were up to 46 degrees and a lot of the snow did melt, but it got cold again at night and then froze. And so my whole driveway was like a sheet of ice. It was like awful. And, but there was still a significant amount of snow that's on the ground. We either get like lake effect snow, which is really heavy and thick, and it's in like squalls, or we get the storms. And we haven't been getting a lot of lake effect snow this year, but we've been getting the big snowstorms, which dump on us, and then it just kind of lingers. So I'm just trying to see, when does this take effect? Takes effect Monday at 7 p.m. Okay, so not till tomorrow night then. Until Tuesday, 4 p.m.
Tina McNeil says 5 to 8 inches.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, now it looks like they've upped it to 6 to 12. and it's heavy snow. So
I've had so a lot of people from up north that move here make fun of us and how we react to snow in the south, but it's because we don't get much of it. Um, but they say that the snow we have is usually a lot wetter and not as dry as what you guys get sometimes too. But
yeah,
if we get anything, we usually end up with snow and ice or snow covered in ice.
that's not fun at all.
Yeah. So
Um,
we haven't had a real good snow in a couple of years. It seems like we had one the other night, and we ended up getting a good 2 inches out of it. But the next day, it warmed up so much that by noon it was practically all gone. So
mhm.
I love to see it, but we don't get it like you do. Uh, I live vicariously through Tina's Instagram pictures and videos of the snow.
Yeah, I like Pearl Manhattan. She loves when I post the animal videos and the deer and stuff, and so I try to do things that I like, but that I think other people will like too. But the snow, honestly, winter's not my favorite. I like the snow. I like it when it's there's a snowstorm or a snowfall. I love snowstorms. But
Yeah.
then when the snow lingers around, it's like, okay, I'm over it. But then when a new snow comes, I'm all excited. The sound of a snowplow is one of my favorite sounds. Believe it or not, I
Yeah.
told Garrett from Monarch Moments that I was like, the snowplows are my favorite sound. He's like, really? He's like, not like the sound of children laughing, and I was like, no, that too. But I mean, it's one of the, it's one of the top. It's like for me, it's like rain falling, or the sound of the ocean waves crashing. Like it's up there for me in that category. But I'm weird because my favorite smell is the smell of low tide. So I mean,
Yeah. That's a
I,
good one.
I'm yeah, I'm an odd duck. So,
I like that.
but yeah,
Catwood says our snowplow is a garbage truck, and she's pretty much right. I think our county may have a snowplow.
a snowplow.
So
Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah.
somebody will say that there's a 5% chance of snow, and our snow crew will get all excited and they'll go out and spray and salt every road that they can, all the main roads. And I'm like, guys, there's no need for this.
Oh yeah, Tina McNeil says, and you like Shep's sound machine. I love Shep's sound machine.
She's not the only one. She's not.
It's up there with the rest.
That robot voice last night that he did, I
Oh, that was,
thought I was going to die.
oh
I
my
where that I don't. He's never done that one before, and I don't think he had ever found that one before.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that even caught him off guard. He was like, okay, why is it? But it was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I had way too much fun with the streams last night. So Gonzo was on at 10:30. He had Katrina on with Krista, and they with their new channel, the Disney Double Ks, and what
And
VP. And oh my gosh, did that get off the off the wall? Oh my gosh, because they incorporated a Pete McDevitt quote into the interview. It was all over after that. We were done. It's hilarious. And then Shep goes on, and I'm like, oh, here we go. So I was literally in stitches almost the whole night last night laughing.
I was ninja watching that one with Gonzo and them before Shep went.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah. We had Katrina and Krista strolling throughout their house to find positions in the beginning. It was like, wow, we're getting a house tour without getting a house tour. So,
Oh, that was so funny.
but it was a huge day yesterday. Like I said, Myers and the Mouse started out almost rope drop, I think, and then I mean there was constantly, it seemed like two or three people live all night until um, Shep went on late last night. So
Hmm.
I think it was a great day, a lot of fun.
Oh.
I was in and out all over the place and just
Hmm.
so
Yeah, there was a lot. If you wanted something to watch on YouTube yesterday was the day to do it because everywhere you turn there was somebody streaming, and I love that because there's usually I'll have everybody up, each a different
mm,
open browser, and I'll have one on the TV, and then I'll switch them out every so often,
yeah,
and then I'll get lost in chats, and I'll type the wrong thing in somebody else's chat, and it'll be wonderful. And so, yeah,
yeah.
it's
And then
interesting.
you've got our Twitch friends, Shep and Dave from
Mhm.
Brandy and Dave, or the Dave Daily, that was going. Dave was going yesterday, and so at one point, I had two or three YouTube streams going, and then I had Dave going, and my son came out, and he's like, "How do you even know what's going on?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm listening. Like I'm listening to this, and then if I hear something over here, I'll listen here, and yeah."
Yep,
So
yep.
all the friends, hashtag all the friends.
Hmm. Yeah, my husband's like, how do you keep track? And it's like, well, you get accustomed to each streamer's voices.
Mm-hmm.
And so you kind of get trained. Okay, this one, this one, this one.
Yeah.
And you could become accustomed to it after a while. Like, it's like riding a bike, But
It,
he's like, but yet you can't listen to me and stream at the same time or watch a stream at the same time. And I'm like, nope.
no, sorry. Sorry. No. Um, it was funny at one point yesterday, though. I was watching, it might have been Myers and the Mouse. They were walking throughout the park, and they weren't talking for just a moment. And I hear gunfire from Dave's Call of Duty stream. And I was like, well, this is really an odd mixture.
Yeah, you don't want that at Disney. Oh gosh.
But,
Oh gosh.
yeah. So,
Oh, Eden Lyons, welcome to the stream.
hey, Blue Nose, Chris, my twin brother. What's up, Blue Nose? Been thinking about you, buddy. Monarch Moments.
Garrett.
Tina rocking the dots today. Yes, she is.
That's right. The Valentine's Day special.
Yep.
Oh, welcome back, Mike.
Oh, Teresa Martin says Nerd Talk sent her over.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I appreciate that. That's awesome, guys.
Oh gosh, Garrett. Oh,
Yep.
Legions of Doom. I feel like I need that in a Shep voice, though. In a Shep
Yeah.
synthesizer voice. Legions of Doom. But only his is much cooler.
Yeah. Yep. You never know what's going to come out of that sound machine. I was glad I reminded him that it was Cody's birthday last week, so we kicked off with a Cody birthday song.
That was epic. I love it.
Hey, Stacey Rogers.
Stacy.
So appreciate you coming by. She's on her way to buy more Funko Pops.
I'm sure she is, actually.
Yeah, I found a new one yesterday, and I sent her a picture, And I said, "You've probably already seen this one." And she replied back within just a minute. She said, "Yep, it's already pre-ordered." I was like, "How did you?" I think Funko reaches out to Stacy for approval on all of them before they release.
Yeah, she's their personal consultant.
Yeah. So if we say it again, her wallet opens and runs across the room. Funko pops.
Oh,
Oh.
it's too funny.
So,
I don't collect a heck of a lot of things, but I like some Funkos. I'm very picky with them, so I don't like every Funko. It has to be different. Like
Meredith, do feel it. Hey, Meredith. Thanks for stopping in.
hey, Meredith.
Yeah,
So I
Rod
have
said he had basketball practice. So.
I'm just destroying. Look at this mess.
Oh,
Yes.
you're good, Kadani Sean. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Now that are these official ones, Tina? Or are these ones you made or got from people?
Oh, what?
The ears.
Oh, these are Walmart ears.
Oh, are they?
Yep,
That's cool.
$5 special. Actually, no, I got them for $1 when they went on clearance. Yeah.
Oh.
But I have to show these ones, the Halloween Mickey and Minnie's.
Oh yeah, I loved those. I love the mini.
Oh, I loved it. Yes, I needed to have these ones. These were like, but of course I made a mess now. Meg's ears are hanging on by a thread. Knocked over cargoes.
Yeah. I have a few pops, but that daggum Stacy Rogers will infect you and make you order more. I've ended up ordering 2 or 3 last week. Thanks, Stacy. Oh, there.
Yeah.
I like it when he has the little water buckets too.
That's why I like this one
Yeah.
because it's just authentic, like.
Mhm.
I want the Steamboat Willie one because I love Steamboat Willie. It is my ringtone, and I love Steamboat Willie. But I haven't gotten that.
I always wanted that steamboat popcorn bucket too.
Wait, do you have a popcorn bucket?
No, I always wanted that one. This steamboat with popcorn bucket.
I dropped Chef. Hold on.
I like to collect things, and I have to stop myself because I would get way out of it. There you go.
I keep that up here usually.
You used to keep it up there.
So, jeez, I'm not doing so hot today, guys.
Katrina asked if they don't have people in the stands. They did have some spectators at the race today. Anytime there's lightning in the area, NASCAR will clear out the stands and have everyone seek shelter during any kind of lightning. And then they have to wait a certain period after the last lightning strike before they'll allow them back out.
My hair is all disheveled. I'm all kerfluffled. Let's try this again.
There was a sound bite.
Wait. What are the rules for when you stream?
People on my stream are fair game.
No one's safe, guys. No one's safe. Run. No, don't really run. Stick around.
Yeah, Brittany, I think that's right. I think that we're letting 30,000 people in today for the race. That was the number I'd heard.
Wait, who's invading me now?
So is that all the Funkos you've got there behind you?
A lot more. Hold on, one second. I'm being invaded by a child.
That's right, Stacy. I make the rules so I can easily break.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Right. No,
I
we're
was waiting for after the stream when Meg texts me to tell me how many sound bites she got from me during this. So
I anticipate a lot. So I have the maid from the Haunted Mansion.
yeah, I was telling Stacy the other day that I always wanted that haunted mansion, the actual mansion with the little butler. I didn't mean for you to dismantle your setup, Tina. You could just
Just the rest. I'll just
yeah.
so
That Peter Pan one that you got the other week. I love that thing. I almost ordered that one myself.
I love it. Yeah, Russ. So Russ gave that to me. It was a mystery because I was like, it was delivered in a black
Mm-hmm.
Jeep, I think, and I'm like, but Tina McNeil said, yeah, Amazon has their own delivery car. So I was like, oh, okay.
Blue Nose, Chris. No, he still drives for Gibbs. He's still in the number 11, but he is part owner with Michael Jordan of the number 23 car. Yeah, that's still the number 11 is still Joe Gibbs' car. He's just part owner of the number 23 with Bubba Wallace driving.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do a better job setting up all my stuff around me like you.
Yeah, this isn't going so well, Chris. The grass isn't greener on the other side. I do want to show this one. This one, I love this. I won this when Zippity Doo did a giveaway. And I love Nightmare Before Christmas. And he gave away like a gift card and this, and I think something else. I forget what it was. And I was like, oh.
I won the gift card, I think.
I wanted this. I was like, oh, I would love to have Jack.
That is cool. I haven't seen that one in a long time. I like that.
I love it. Well, and it's a Walmart exclusive, and it glows in the dark. So I'm like, I love you.
Does his head glow, or what glows on him?
I don't know. I don't know. You could find out.
Yeah, okay.
I need a black light. I don't know what, but the series comes with it's Vampire Jack, a witch, Undersea Gal, and Mummy Boy. That's like the whole collection, I guess. I don't think I fully understand how Funko works. I just like them.
Stacy says it was Walgreens.
Oh, Walgreens, not Walmart. Oh yeah, it's wrong W. Sorry.
Stacy's the encyclopedia. She's like Wikipedia of.
No, she's the Funkopedia.
Oh.
I don't usually take my Funkos out of the box.
Sorry, Rod.
Hey.
I hope I hadn't left you back there too long.
I've just been sitting here like 30 minutes.
Wait. Nerd Talk didn't get over that.
I'm teasing. I just got here. So we had the big one, and now it's raining.
And now it's raining.
Which it started pouring here, and I thought, yep, it's going to start raining soon. So
yeah, I was telling Tina I looked before the race, and it looked clear, but with Florida, you never know. And
yeah, I checked this morning, and the weather was fine here anyway. But then then it started pouring on us. So.
I love that with the
hey everybody,
Tina.
I'm gonna guess the purple is what glows in the dark, or maybe the white, because it's white.
Yeah.
Or maybe both. Hold on, I'm curious now.
So how did your talk go, buddy?
It was good. We had fun. It's a good episode. So
you figured it all out.
Well, I mean, I threw out my theories from before, and I have brand new theories now.
I can't wait to see what happens to Darcy.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. to see what happens now within the hex. With that, what happens within all of the switches are switching around and all of that, and whether or not. Well, so I mean, again, if spoilers to everybody if you've not seen WandaVision.
Sorry.
Who Pietro really is?
Yeah,
is my theory as to who is either controlling Pietro or who he really is. So
yeah, I was. I think this episode brought that more into question.
Yeah,
for sure. And I never watched it much, but I loved the Malcolm in the Middle opening.
Right. Yeah, the Malcolm in the Middle opening was fun. Yeah.
What is it, Tina?
Too much light.
Oh.
I tried.
She likes to be a vampire. So Tina, are you confused completely about NASCAR yet?
No,
I know you watch it, but
I actually understand NASCAR now better than I do football. So
yeah.
So
I tried not to overwhelm her, but
that's fine.
I told Chris before
No, just one.
I grew up watching NASCAR, but I haven't had cable TV in 3 or 4 years, so I stopped watching it, and I haven't watched it in I don't know how long. So it's like brand new again to me because half of the drivers are gone that I used to watch and all that. And oh, by the way, Chris, keep an eye out. Jeff might also pop in.
Okay,
bit, so.
Cool.
He said he was going to. He's here in the chat. But I don't know if he's going to pop on screen or not.
He's welcome to come in. The more the merrier. Tina Stacy says if you feel the paint, the roughest part is the part that glows in the dark.
Okay, so that would be the head and the hands.
Yeah.
So why are you watching? I'm not watching.
Thanks.
Sorry. Thought I was...
So yeah, I've tried not to overwhelm her, but
well, I mean, of course, it's Daytona, so you know that the big one's coming. It just was a little bit of a surprise this early in the race.
Early, I really did not expect. They were mixing it up a little bit, but I did not see that coming this early at all.
And I mean, and I'm assuming too that they knew the weather was coming. It just and maybe that's why they went ahead and started shuffling in the case that it got red flagged. But
they're nowhere near. Only 15 laps in, of course.
Right, exactly.
They're nowhere near official, so it's going to have to continue one way or the other. But
exactly.
It looked like, in watching that replay again, Russ, that maybe Eric Almirola, who started the whole thing, might have had a cut tire.
Okay.
And is what really kind of.
Yeah, because I have it on. I've had it on my TV over here, but hey, Carlos.
That's all.
But I never did really get to really watch to see what happened. So
he got a real close side draft with the number 48 and Alex Bowman, and if those cars don't line up just right, the side skirt can puncture that side wall, and that could have been what happened with him initially. So, what's up, Carlos?
What's up, man? I'm trying to find a good spot to put my my tripod because I'm not in my studio. Because I have the TV on.
Oh. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, buddy.
Yeah, I told you I'd pop in later on, and, well, it's later on. Trying to hold this phone so I can see the chat at the same time.
There you go.
Well, Andrew, I don't necessarily think that they schedule it around weather issues. I think it's just the fact that the Daytona 500 has been scheduled, and it's Florida, so it rains. I'm sure it'll clear up here in a little bit, and they'll get it going. It just might be later.
Let's see if this works. Nope, that's gonna fall over. I'll be on an angle, but you know what?
We know you're a little bit off angle anyway.
Yeah, I'm a little bit off, right? I could turn it a little bit more, but then you'd see the wife wrapped in a blanket, and I don't think she'd be happy.
She might not appreciate that.
No, she might not. So we're gonna do. Am I making anybody sick yet? That might work right there. All right,
That'll work.
think so. Okay.
Yeah, Katrina, I got a feeling it is going to turn into a night race. We're supposed to be getting an update in just a few minutes from NASCAR, but
They won't start racing until about 6 again.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones, they had rain delayed and didn't start back up until 11 o'clock, and that was the night that Austin Dillon went into the fence at the end of the race, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. won it. So they can go late at Daytona, unlike a lot of tracks where they have to.
Although qualifying, half the lights went out. So
Yeah.
Somebody didn't pay the electric bill.
It just sucks that it happened this early in the race.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
13 laps in?
15.
15.
Yeah.
I was predicting 62, 63. I even put in the chat earlier, but
I was hoping we could at least get to the end of stage one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we barely got to max speeds in 15 laps. So.
too bad that Newman's out.
Yeah.
After last year, after getting robbed.
Last year, I was hoping he would have a good day. It was good to see him up front for part of it. Yeah.
What are you vacuuming?
It's your microphone.
It's my computer.
Yeah, that too.
Craptastic. So who's in this race?
Do what?
So who was still in this race?
The ones that didn't crash.
Yeah. Thank you, smart aleck.
No one is right now. It's raining.
Right. That's it.
Yeah, there was. It looked like about.
I thought you were at the race. I thought those were the speed dryers behind you.
Tina's our own location reporter.
Right? That's what that sign is. It's the speed dryers. They're all trying. Tina's got her kids drying the track up so we can race.
Is it that loud? Oh, Jesus.
Your mic is a little bit hot, but it's fine. So.
Which is weird because it's not usually like this.
Yeah, Blue Nose, I saw that after the wreck. Newman got out of his car and he was walking around Kurt's car. It almost looked like he was trying to see if Kurt could get it refired, if he could get out of the hole he was in, basically. I think at that point. So
that's why it's hot. It's not plugged in, and so it's using the computer microphone, which is make you hear everything.
Yep, that's why we can hear the computer.
How's that?
That person is a professional.
That's better, but now turn it back up.
Well, how's that?
What?
Hello?
What?
We lost Tina? Why did we lose Tina?
How's that?
That's good.
Oh, Russ, you suck. The race thing on this for at least another hour.
Oh, I know. We probably could have, but and we still probably can. But
Well, forget it now.
just wait a little longer.
As Tina is saying now, why is Carlos here?
No. Why is Carlos and Russ here? They're both ears. Lucky I love you.
Jeff wants to know if AJ Foyt is expected to win.
I remember AJ Foyt's last win.
Yeah.
So I you guys may have talked about this, but like they were just doing tribute to Dale Earnhardt. It's like I didn't realize that this is the 10-year anniversary. So
It's rain. My wife's like, it's snowing. No, that's rain. Very nice camera compared to what we have. Chris, I noticed you're exactly like Pete. You're like 2 laps behind me. like Pete is with the football games.
I think I'm gonna have to do something else.
Are you on DirecTV too?
I'm on Dish.
Yeah, all right. So that explains it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're on satellite as well. Because I know as soon as the race started, and I'm like, all right, we're 2 laps in. You're like, and the green flag. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm behind as well because I'm watching on the internet. So.
I'm like, wait a minute, nope. Oh, there's Danny. Danny, go away, please. You know, that's better.
Also got rain, so
Weather delay.
I'm gonna pull up the weather and see what it's saying right now.
24 degrees out and chances. Oh, you mean there?
Well, it's 80 degrees here in my house, but
yeah.
We're supposed to get more storms later, throughout the rest of the evening, but I'm not sure about Daytona, so let me find out.
You guys might hear some screaming in the background pretty soon. The kids and the wife are about to play Uno, and it gets very aggressive sometimes. Because I think one of them are colorblind, so when somebody calls out green and they're grabbing red, I don't know. I never even.
So it's calling right now for weather. There's supposed to be a break sometime between 6 and 7.
yeah.
So it's looking like it might get rain delayed.
I was just reading a couple of the track reporters. They haven't started drying yet,
Mm-hmm.
so it's going to be a while. So.
Yeah, there's a pretty big cell right now, right over top of Daytona.
It gives you another to stream live tomorrow.
I was gonna say it is a holiday tomorrow, so
Nah, not for everybody. So
well, true, but yeah, there's the cell right there.
actually, a lot of states are on. I know we are school vacation this week, winter break.
Yeah.
That's why. Oh my God! Don't go on social media. Don't go on Facebook. Everybody complaining. Why this isn't 35%? It's impossible. People are on vacation. People, it's a holiday weekend. Relax.
Yeah.
It
Well, it's the holiday weekend and it's Valentine's Day, so
Yeah. Yeah, Tracy.
I'm staying away from it right now this week, so I'll be down there next weekend. But.
Yeah. So, Carlos, did you enjoy WandaVision?
I did.
What'd you think of Age of Ultron?
Listen. I'm gonna say this once and for all. I've liked, except for the Hulk, that sucked. Somebody owes me $4 for watching that because I had to pay to watch that crappy movie. I've enjoyed every Marvel movie I've seen. I enjoyed Age of Ultron yesterday. I learned some stuff, and I will get into Infinity War maybe during the week. We don't watch a lot of stuff during the week, so maybe next weekend. Definitely before we watch WandaVision again, and then Endgame. I've enjoyed all of them. I've never once said I didn't like Marvel. I just said that I never watched Marvel.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
it was great. We liked it. I like when what I like about these Marvel movies compared to Star Wars, and I don't compare to both because I am a big Star Wars geek and I love Star Wars. What I like about Marvel is every movie that we've watched so far, there's those subtle jokes in them. And I like that. You can there's a laughing part and all.
Yeah.
Especially with Stark, with it's great,
all the little one-liners and
all his little nicknames for everybody.
Yeah, it's everything,
the banter between all the characters, and it's just fun.
Yeah.
It adds to it what Star Wars doesn't have. Star Wars is Star Wars. They stick to their script. It's what you're going to get with Star Wars, and and the Marvel people know what they're going to get with Marvel. For this new guy, I like that. It's like, all right, that was funny. I laughed, and now we get intense. Oh, that's awesome. And you have the fights, the battles, and all that, and it's great. I'm still not making some people proud because I've skipped a dozen movies, but
Yeah.
Dan, I still love you, but
Well, Tracy's saying that there's no comparison. Star Wars is the best. So.
Oh, I agree. Star Wars is the best, but
It's fun on Nerd Talk because Tracy and I like hardly ever agree. But the just the back and forth is great because it gets us talking about it. So
well, you've picked up. Listen, and I mean, we've always popped you guys on the Nerd Talk just to say hello and everything, but Suzanne has actually been paying attention every episode.
Yeah.
So I let her take over. I jump in every once in a while. She'll be sitting right next to me with the volume up so I can hear it off her phone and I can continue to do what I'm doing. That's why I jump in the chat real quick. I heard, a couple of things. I'm like, hey, what about this? Let me go write it.
Yeah.
But no, she is focused because she's trying to learn too. She is definitely focused. So that's a positive thing.
Yeah.
And I did throw it in that chat, and I'll say it here. Yes, this Saturday, and I'm not advertising my show, but yes, this Saturday I am interviewing a couple of gentlemen, and one of them worked on The Mandalorian as well, and he worked on WandaVision.
Yeah.
Will he give me any? I'm not going to ask. I'll tell you this. I'm not going to.
He's not going to tell you spoilers.
Well, he might. I'm not going to ask him on stream. I'm definitely to that. But off stream, I'm definitely going to ask who the cameo is on the last episode.
I feel like you have to almost.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm like a fanboy right now because it's the name of the channel is Aussie Robo and the English Gent. And if you love Star Wars, these guys just turn their channel on and watch one episode. The background alone, is to die for. The pieces that that they have in their collection is unreal. I mean, like legit figurines, really nice stuff. But yeah, I'm more of a fanboy this week. This one I like doing my interviews, but this one I'm prepping for. I mean, I'm gonna, I might type out, some questions, just writing stuff down.
Yeah. Age of Ultron. A lot of people didn't like that one. I thought it was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not just because of its importance, but I'm a big James Spader fan, and I thought he was the perfect voice for Ultron.
Oh yeah.
I had to go Google it. See, I hate when it's like voices. It's like, all right, who is that? I got to go find that. And as soon as I saw who it was, I'm like, yes, it was a perfect fit. Definitely was.
He brought that character of Red from the Blacklist, which I'm another big fan of. But
him too. He had his little subtle jokes, and it was great. It's like it was really fun to watch. Now we'll see what the next one is like. Yeah, I'm skipping a bunch of movies. I'm going to Infinity War and see what that's like.
Which is fine. I mean, you're getting the main points of it.
Sorry, my wife distracted me by telling me she just ordered Wanda a pop.
Oh,
well, does anybody have the Wanda pop? And I think Jeff does, right? And Angela?
Yeah, Jeff and Ange do.
Yeah, well, again, those guys I'm interviewing Saturday, I was just watching their last episode, and he's a big pop collector, one of them. And he just got a shipment in, and the husband, I think they're married, or they're boyfriends. Well, the other guy, the partner, was like making faces. And as soon as he pulled out the Wanda as an anniversary gift, the Wanda and the and Vision, Suzanne's like right away, like Googling, trying to find one. Amazon and all of this.
Hello, Jeff.
Yeah, there's Jeff. He can show off the pops.
Hey, Paul, what's going on?
Show off the what?
We're shuffling?
Show off the Wanda and
my what?
Vision.
No.
Is that what we call it now? You have a Wanda. Nice. It's a Wanda. Jeff calls his Wanda.
No, that's what Angela calls.
That's what Angela calls it? Wow. Suzanne, they got to have headphones on. The kids will be like, what's Jeff? What's Uncle
right
Jeff over there?
We got a full house.
Boogity, 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 boogity.
You should have him do it.
Suzanne just ordered that damn Wanda. I'm sorry.
This is 70s Wanda and 70s Vision.
I like those.
Yeah.
Oh, I get Chris Angela appears, but for my stream, she like waits in the background.
Who ordered all this rain?
It's pouring buckets right now.
Yeah.
We just got passes for Hollywood Studios.
We just got. We were going to run over to Hollywood Studios to get Zach's lightsaber fixed.
You're gonna be wet.
It's pouring.
Isn't that like the fifth time you've had to have that lightsaber fixed?
Never get one of those lightsabers. This is what they told us last time.
I want him to make a new one. I want him to make a new one right now.
No, we are not. This is what they told us last time they got fixed. Well, they're really not supposed to be played with. I'm like, we spent $200 for this lightsaber. They're like, well, this is what I suggest. When you're not using it, which he's always using it, to take the blade off and to take the battery out. Well, to do that, you have to disassemble the whole thing.
You have to take it all apart.
Unscrew. Yeah. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, but what does the battery have to do with it?
The battery is always on. It's always on. It doesn't shut off.
What's it doing?
It doesn't shut up. So it doesn't turn on anymore. The light doesn't come on anymore. It's just sitting there and it's making noises like the battery's running out.
Right. Yeah. Well,
if you had a real
it's garbage.
If you had a real lightsaber, it wouldn't do that.
I was just going to say that.
I'm not
sure.
Sure
How did the national anthem go for Tina? Did she sing it right? Did she hit the high note?
Out of the park. It was stellar.
It was horrible.
There's Whitney Houston, and then there was Tina. I mean, right there.
Tina, I wanted to say this in the chat earlier, but I think I did. I said you're looking very attractive today, Tina.
Thank you, fellas.
What? Was Ryan supposed to come on the show or something?
I had sent the link, but he wasn't sure which side of the fence he was going to be on.
Oh, I was just wondering because as soon as I turned the link on, I mean the channel on, I saw you and her, and I'm like, wow, look at Tina. I'm like, oh, Ryan got the link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Flipper, if you're watching, buddy, it's just a joke.
He's not watching.
Oh well, you never know.
Nope.
Flipper is probably making dinner for Tina.
Flipper's flipping the bird right now to the rest of us.
No, he's supposed to be making me popcorn. I have yet to see it though.
Ah.
Angela, can you make me some popcorn?
She'll bring you some coffee.
You got a finger.
Listen, it could be as bad. How was everybody's Valentine's? My wife went to get diabetes medicine, came back with sweetheart.
Oh.
Trying to kill me or showing me her love.
Flipper made Tina's popcorn.
Wow.
In my popcorn bucket.
Wow.
Thank you.
I did buy Billy some flowers.
Water.
Nice.
And every time I buy Angela flowers, they make her sneeze. She goes, "Why would you waste money on flowers?"
Love flowers. They make me sneeze. I will sneeze all day, every day for flowers. They brighten up a house.
That's the way she is too.
I tell Suzanne, flowers are no good. It kills the environment. So do cards, because you got to cut the trees down for that. Candy is no good for you, and there's a whole bunch of Halloween candy still hanging around if you want some. So.
It was last minute.
I bought it.
I was at the store. I figured that'd be nice because she says I'm never thoughtful. So.
Oh. You too, Tracy.
You are so thoughtful. You made us hot pepperoni sandwiches. How many times?
Twice.
Twice.
And I get it. I'm only as good as my last pepperoni sandwich. It's been a while.
Yeah. You have you have big shoes to fill. Matt's
so much right there.
I know Tina's tried it at home. Tina loves the hot pepperoni sandwiches.
I want to try one.
Thank God you
say
that.
Huh?
So
Thank
good.
God you all say sandwiches at the end of that because I could run with that Chris could have so many sound bites, and I could run with a million jokes.
Why do you think we continue to say hot pepperoni sandwiches?
Yeah, make sure you say sandwiches, because if you don't,
So is the race going on right now?
No, it's rain delayed.
hey
What
Paul,
does that mean?
Paul,
They're still
They're just
driving?
sitting there under tarps.
They're stopped.
did Paul wear red today because it's Valentine's Day? Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Jeff. I
Why
keep calling you.
are you calling him Paul?
That's because we call him Paul.
So who's Ringo?
Is Aaron talking to me?
Yeah, Aaron is talking to you, Paul.
What is happening?
Why are you calling me Paul? I don't understand, Paul.
Why you calling me Aaron?
I don't know.
Aaron Paul did great in Breaking Bad, but some people don't know what Breaking Bad is. So
Jason loves that show.
That's what I try to do.
you know who doesn't know about that show? Jeff.
I've never seen one episode of Breaking Bad.
To be honest with you, I mean, I know what it is, but
You're not missing much.
What do you mean?
Hi,
You're not
Avery.
making it? It was a great show.
Give me
Hey.
anxiety.
Thanks for stopping by, Avery.
Hey, what's
Hey, Avery.
Hey, Avery. Chris, you've seen Breaking Bad. What you think?
I've seen half of the first episode.
Half of the first episode.
a lot more than two of us.
Yeah. That's a half episode more than I've seen.
Great story arc.
No, Jason would drive me nuts watching it. It's like, dude, I don't want to watch this. This is giving me anxiety.
Now, did you let him watch it?
Well, you
Oh,
done?
yeah, he watch it on his phone.
Yeah. So, like, you did what a wife should do: is let the man just take over the TV and watch whatever he wants.
No,
Yeah,
Did you
because
watch
that's
Infinity War, Carlos?
What?
Did you watch Infinity War?
No, not yet. We probably won't.
Okay.
till the weekend now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
She
You
went
like
out-
Age of Ultron, though?
I did.
Okay.
She went out to do her nails, so by the time she got home, and then she went to a different part of the state to go get cheesesteaks. So by the time she got home, it wasn't worth it.
Mm.
It was only like 20 minutes away, right?
What, the cheesesteaks?
No, the other side of the state.
Well, no, because she was actually in a different state, to be honest with you. So what? She went to
What'd
one
you-
state to get her nails done, and then she crossed states, the state line again, to go get the cheesesteaks, and then she had to cross another state to come back home.
I mean, realistically, Rhode Island's a total of like 5 minutes coast to coast or border to border.
not really.
50 minutes.
Come on.
50.
There's like
Did you-
there's like 5 people that live in Rhode Island, right?
Well,
Seems
I know
like
it was 4. I know it was 4 people.
Yep.
Carlos knows I've been joking with him since day one.
Oh, God, yeah. It's been
Did-
40 episodes of that joke, Tracy.
Did you have to get tested?
Did I have to
Did you
get,
have to get
what?
tested?
Yeah, to leave state, right?
Crossing states?
Yeah.
Crossing
Listen,
states?
at one point, that's what they wanted.
All right, Chris, I'm gonna bail. I'll be back later. I got
Okay.
things to get done.
Well, thanks for
All
stopping by, bud.
See you, Tracy.
Yeah.
They're still just sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean? Are they don't drive
Got a-
around?
Got a lake in the infield, so
Yeah.
no,
You should
during
see
the
it.
weather, it's because their tires are slick, so they spin out everywhere if they run in the rain.
But doesn't that make it
And,
more exciting?
It would make it more exciting, but they probably wouldn't even make it around the track once. So
Yeah.
So
That's a lot.
Tina, again, is the only lady.
Mhm.
No, Ange was just
Is
here.
that-
Where she ditched me.
Is
He
that because
plans that
Tracy
way,
just
though.
left? Is that because Tracy just left?
That
Not
shit-
Teresa.
Tracy.
What about him?
Is that because Tracy just left? Is that what she said?
I'm so confused.
Tina said, and again, Tina is the only lady.
Oh, and
She said that as soon as Tracy left.
took me a minute, but yeah, now I got it.
If I have to explain it, it's not funny.
now
All
they're
right, sun's coming back out.
now they're just not here. It's pouring here. Now they're replaying the same pieces again, Chris. So it's we're in trouble.
It wouldn't be here a while.
Did they start the race yet?
Yeah, it's stopped. It's well, they haven't officially called it, but
How many roundies did they do? Laps?
They did
roundies.
How many?
15.
15? So what is that? 15 miles?
45.
No, like 30.
45.
The track is 2 miles around?
2.5.
45.
Really?
Yeah.
45 miles. So they only have 455 more miles to go?
Yep.
Wow.
100.
This will be over in no time.
105.
We're so close.
Yeah.
Well, there's a good round at Pebble Beach going on right now.
Oh, it's not raining there?
Pebble Beach?
Yeah.
No. Actually not.
Where's Pebble Beach? Is it on the
California.
east or west coast? Oh. I thought it was in Florida. My bad.
It's one of Massachusetts too.
Yeah, they do have lights. Blue Nose says they do have lights at Daytona.
Yeah.
They'll go like.
They do.
Oh my God, Nosy. What do you want?
Ethan!
Hey, Ethan.
Everybody says hi.
Hi, Blackjack, you there?
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard it.
Is he winning?
What?
Is Ethan winning? Uno.
No, they quit.
Oh.
That was on your. You know what they quit now? You know why? Because they're waiting for me to go to bed. Because that's when they love to get together and make all this kind of noise. They wait until Dad's in bed. Now it's a party.
Mm.
This is why I need a 2-floor house at least, so I can run to a different floor when I want to go to bed.
Well, guys, I hope everybody enjoyed the Daytona 500. All 15 laps of it. So, I'm not going to make everybody sit here for another 2 hours waiting for track drive.
Hey, you got 25 people watching. They're all hanging out with you.
Yeah.
We're having fun. So
Well, I mean,
I got nothing else to do.
don't stretch the word fun out now, Tina.
hey, that's genuinely how I feel, and so I will use that word. Thank you very much.
Although I am thinking about going and fixing some dinner. We could make it into another cooking stream.
That looks so cool what you guys made yesterday, by the way. I was watching while I was fighting off vertigo.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh.
So the food was spinning.
Yeah, it was literally.
Jeff, how thick was that pizza you made?
Oh my God.
Because it looked like a loaf of bread.
I need a rolling pin, I guess, to roll it out a little bit better. Because really,
You probably could have made
rose.
3 pizzas.
it
You
rose
could've-
so much. It was hitting the next. I had 2 racks in
rack?
the oven. It was hitting the next oven rack. That's how much it rose. It was like a cake pizza.
Yeah.
It was so good, though. It was so
Russ put
good.
in the chat, he said, "Would you like some toppings with your bread?" I was like,
Dude, I love the thicker the better. I'm telling you right now.
Soundbite.
The thicker the pizza, the better.
Anyway,
"Oh, you already said the other one." So
Yeah, the first one, I mean, it had a bubble in it. I mean, it was probably close to 4 or 5 inches. I thought I had it pretty thin, but I guess not.
Hey, Tim.
hey Tim, welcome back.
Well, they're drying now, but I don't know if it's gonna stay that way
Yeah.
because it's still raining. So
I moved it to golf. There we go.
Let's see if they got an update yet.
Oh, look. TNT has Avengers Endgame on.
yeah,
But you want to watch Infinity War first.
Right. And
Yeah,
I don't want to watch with commercials either. So
Yeah, you don't want to watch. What is it, like 3.5 hours long with commercials? 4 hours?
4 to
4?
8.
probably.
Jeez, that's too long. What are you eating, Tina? Oh, popcorn. Oh, in your popcorn bucket. That's so nice.
He was paying attention, Tina, earlier.
Yeah. Either always got a 20-second memory, like a fish.
I have no. I'm.
You even asked Angela to make you some.
Yeah, that was a bad mistake.
you
Did you see her
Is she
come in?
making it?
No.
She didn't make it.
Are you kidding me?
She probably went and made coffee.
Exactly. Do that just to spite me. Well, the sun's out now.
Not here.
It was pouring a minute. I mean, it was like coming down buckets. I thought I saw Noah coming down the street. Are we leaving? I don't know what you. Are we leaving or not?
I don't know. Do you think we should take his lightsaber over in this though?
Heck yeah. Let's get it fixed once for all.
What if it starts raining while we're carrying
Let's get it fixed once and for all. You mean returning money back, right?
Well, you can't return it. You can't return it. You just got to keep going over and get it fixed.
No, I'd tell you, I'd take them with you. And you know what? Even better, you just do it. Tell me you want to build a new one. You don't want this one.
Yeah,
You're
it's
done.
considered custom.
What? But here's the thing. Like it says right on their seat, no refunds. But they're for display only. That's what they should give you instructions before you set the expectations before you build this. Say it's for display only. You can't play with this. Don't fling it around. Don't do this. Don't do that.
Exactly.
It's not like you hit it on the ground or anything.
You
just
should go there and tell them that you want to build a new one that now you understand they're not to be played with, and this new one will be displayed. But you don't want this piece of crap that is broken right now. Buy a brand new one.
Which one did he get, Jeff?
Which one did he build? He did.
Oh, did he build one? He didn't buy one.
Yeah, it's one of the.
No,
built ones.
it's one of the ones he went in did the whole experience, and they say as soon as you're done, they say, "Okay, here you go. Here's your bag." They don't give you any instructions. Like, well, when we went back the first time to get it fixed, they said, "Yeah, well, he should really be careful when he plays with it, and he should take the blade out, and he should take the battery out if he's not using it." And I'm like, they didn't say any of that when we set the expectations up front. Don't. This kid's building this lightsaber. He's carrying around the neighborhood,
Getting
people
caught.
think we have a neighborhood ninja or neighborhood Jedi,
People caught him on the Ring camera. Yeah.
I mean, the kid, he was going outside walking with it every night down the sidewalk. People were, putting on their Facebook page, look at that, we have a neighborhood Jedi and stuff. And then 2 days later, it stops working. He used all the life out of it. Are we going? Okay.
What are you talking about?
My wife says I look
Talking
like.
Pop your head in and say hi.
You look like the
Jedi
Pillsbury
said-
boy? Is that what she
Yes,
said?
lightsaber.
Oh, Pillsbury Doughboy? No, she said
Yeah.
I look like a lot to sit up. I don't know.
Oh.
Let me hold on. Let's see if I can find. I want to make everybody sick now. I'm trying to.
Jeff, you seem like me if I lived down there. You just look for any excuse to go to the park.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I think we're going. And just like, come on.
Well,
So
Yeah.
we're going to run over, get his lightsaber fixed. Maybe have some dinner.
maybe
Good
the last
luck.
drink.
Thanks for stopping
Hopefully
by.
stay dry. Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, Chris.
50s Prime, maybe some.
50, Carla said 50s prime time.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Oh, you said we'll see. So there's hope. So you're saying there's a chance.
It is Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day.
Listen to
There
it.
you
It's
go.
Valentine's Day. There you go.
Yep.
I mean, and
I didn't even get the obligatory hug today. Okay, Tina, isn't that like something you do?
And I love that you had a Valentine's stream this morning too. It was so nice.
We had a Valentine's dream. All right.
Okay, what I
Anyway.
missed.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, you guys have a good night, and
Hey, Jeff.
I'll talk to y'all
Have fun.
later.
I had to
Stay
stop-
dry.
I had to
Stay
stop
warm.
Bye, Jeff.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
texting.
Check out This Is Our Dream.
Yeah,
I'm sure everybody here subscribed, but
definitely check them out.
that, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, sorry, Tina. Inside joke. I can fill you in after.
Oh, well, we're right. I thought it was something I actually missed.
Oh, you
No.
no? Yeah, it's actually something you might have missed, I guess.
I don't want to know. Maybe. I'm afraid.
Oh, look, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is on.
Don't get me started on that one.
My wife's swearing, dropping F bombs over here. Can you guys hear her?
No.
Okay, good. They can't hear you. No, you can't. Be quiet.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, that's what we're kind of thinking, Andrew. That we're probably gonna have to call it today and probably do it tomorrow if weather permitting. But I mean, it's supposed to rain like all week, off and on this week here in Florida. So
Well, the good thing is, I was saying earlier, next week's race is again at Daytona. So
Is it really?
it is. They're going to run the hybrid course, the road track, and the oval next week. So they'll probably still have to send the haulers back to get because they'll use a different car for that track. But
right.
the teams won't have to go back and forth probably. But yeah, I just saw a report from Bob Pockris that they had started drying the tracks and the rain came back, so they just stopped again. So
Yeah.
Hey,
Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly's been.
Yeah. Now they're showing the filming of Days of Thunder. So
What's Days of Thunder?
it's a movie, Tom Cruise movie.
Tom Cruise movie.
It's about NASCAR.
This is not for broadcast.
It's Top Gun on wheels.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'll have to check it out.
It's an okay movie.
But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming by. I'm sorry we didn't get more race in for everybody.
That's right.
But,
It's almost 3 hours of just hanging out. So
yeah. So
We kind of knew that. I don't know. When you said brother delay, I was like, oh, I wonder. It's all good. We had fun.
yeah.
I was saying earlier, Russ, I don't know that if I'm going to do next Sunday's race because I really want a lot of attention on Mouse Talk for Pete. So I'll try to decide that tomorrow, Tuesday. I got a couple other things I'm working on too. So, but I hope to do this a few times this season. I enjoy this. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting me back into NASCAR. So I mean, it's fun because normally I would turn the race on and then fall asleep and then wake up for the end.
Yeah.
That's usually my Sunday tradition when I would watch it. So
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Minnesota Martha. I appreciate that. And John, thanks. Tina, I know we talked an hour or so ago about what you had coming up. You want to recap real quick? Ladies first.
Sure. So tonight I will be on with Kelly on Spilling the Disney Tea. Kelly from the Mickey Bunch. And Tuesday, 3 p.m., we have book club. And Wednesday at 5 p.m., we're going to be crafting Disney. And I will be having a little fundraiser for Pete and I will give some details Tuesday. So
I had to remind somebody what chapters we were on, Russ. Little
But
Miss,
she's already read them. What's the matter?
little Miss Skip ahead over
I
there.
have. Let's skip to my Lou.
You do know what a loo is, right?
No. Oh, the bathroom? Oh, gosh. Oh, I am ruined for life. Listen, I just found out what the little piggy that went to market went as, okay? Don't ruin me. Oh, these nursery rhymes. Wow. Destroyed.
Russ, what you got going?
I don't know. I'll be on with book club, and then I'm not sure exactly what we're doing Saturday. I'll just kind of be playing it by ear. I may or may not be going live from Disney. Still, plans are kind of up in the air, and just again playing it by ear. So, I do have at some point again, if weather holds out, sometime this week I may go live also from Disney, just to test out some new equipment that I got. And so just keep an eye out. It'll just be kind of a pop-up stream, but we'll just wait and see. Yeah, I'm around. So,
Tina, do you have links for everybody?
Yep.
If you don't mind.
go get on it, Tina. Come on.
I'm sorry. I should have been more prepared.
I'm never. I wait for Tina to do it. Tina's.
I know. I never drop any links. So.
Carlos, the man with 1,000 streams. What all is going on this week?
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I only have one headphone on. I can barely hear out of that ear. The usual stuff. Tuesday, Saturday, and Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday, 4 o'clock. Saturday, 10 a.m. Seriously, Saturday, you guys really need to check out that channel. I have never publicized a channel I'm interviewing like I have this one.
I saw your tweet earlier today. I was like, wow, Carlos is really
this early. I usually wait till like Thursday to start doing the Saturday thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys are really cool. They're only at 490 subscribers or something like that, man. But
Gonzo's in the stream. Hey, Gonzo. Sorry, interrupt, Carlos.
I know
Hey, Gonzo. Good to talk about.
yeah, go check out their content, man. These guys are they're a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be fanboy. I don't know how much interviewing I'm gonna be doing, but we'll see.
That's cool. You said they're from Australia?
One is from Australia, but they both live in England.
Okay.
One's an Australian, and he's the one that's worked on WandaVision and Mandalorian and all of that.
Yeah. Well, thanks y'all for coming by and hanging out, and everybody in the chat. I really appreciate you coming out from my first ever.
Say that. Not bad for your first stream. Got three hours in.
Yeah,
Lots of people here. So
I told Tina initially I was like only a big dodo would go from 0 live streams to a 4+ hour one. So
47 likes. I'm hoping that 3 of you in this chat right now, didn't forget to ring the bell, but I mean not the bell, the thumbs up. But if 3 of you did forget, go ring it. Come on.
Appreciate that.
Get the guy to 50 likes.
Yeah, check out everybody here, and
Well, Tina was one of them. See, she remembered now.
No, I went to Jason's account and my other one.
yeah, she uses her dummy accounts.
No,
Pat's
they're. I use those emails. I do. I really do. I swear. And
That's why I always have just my 3 likes on my videos, and that's it. So.
Oh man, I was so behind. You got 54 likes.
Yeah, you are.
Either that or I was.
thank you so much.
55 now.
Wow.
Good job, guys.
Well, let me pull out my.
Thanks, everybody.
Good job, Chris. I'm sorry, Carlos. You might have to say that again.
I said what?
Soundbite. Nothing. Never mind.
You want me to say soundbite again? Soundbite.
No.
Would you like me to say it in Ryan's voice? I
No.
can't.
Oh,
He was grilling his wangs before.
he was.
He was grilling his wang.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Chris, I hope your kid's not watching anymore.
What? Wings? Chicken wings.
Uh-huh.
Gotta be from the UK to understand what grilling your wangs are. I still don't understand what grilling your wangs are.
And on that, thanks everybody for stopping by. Find what makes you happy. Someday I'll come up with an end tagline or something, but today I'm just going to say thanks for stopping by, and
You could just play somebody else's.
I could. Yeah, I really could, but I won't.
That would be kind of funny. You just play somebody else's every week.
Yeah. Don't forget Pete. Continue to pray for Pete. And yeah, cards. Fund me if you're able to. Let's. We need to help the enhancer. So, the Godfather. So. Thanks so much for stopping by, and have a good evening. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and we'll catch you on the flippy flop.
I guess.